Corporal Amber Hume, number 234.
Amber, how do you spell your last name?
Hume.
H-U what?
Hume.
M-E? Oh,
Yes.
okay, thank you. Okay, these people are actors. Okay, their job description is they tamper with evidence, and they're dispatched out. It's all networked and controlled. So they're acting to not get charges. This is not. It's enforced that none of this is investigated. So this is what I'm reporting. It's hard to read through this device. My abuser, I assume, is Jason Gardner of Vivid Images, says that about to escalate abuse that the police department is enlisted in, and my Cash App is declining my B-Day payment to my son and Malice. There is a history. I was defrauded out of over $2,000 in my car on my card electronically with no paper trail or law enforcement. My arrest was threatened at Dallas Police Department headquarters. I was actually arrested in Dangerfield, Texas, for reporting that my card would glitch several times a week and in crisis situations. In crisis situations, I tried to report Legacy Texas Bank at 2498 Illinois, denying me my funds. So I called the police on my bank, and the police said that they couldn't take a report and cover for it. I had over $2,000 in my account that I couldn't use in a crisis situation. And there's the party right there. And then my gang stalker neighbors out there supervising us. I don't know if they're going to scam that I'm recording him. Really taking note of what's on her phone. I think all these parties are the subscribers on my YouTube channel. Oh, let me finish. Are you there, ma'am? Okay, the problem of it is my abuser said that he was going to escalate his abuse, and I sent the information to O. Garcia, and he has indeed escalated it. And I'm just really not getting law enforcement, which people just really don't seem to be getting accountability for it. So what he typically does is cut off my food supply, like he did at Target. And in addition to that, yeah, he cut off my ability to purchase food, like he did at Target. I reported to you that I was slandered at Target.
Who's the one cutting off your food supply?
That you see that paper, his name is on it. Are you looking at the paper that you got in front of you?
Yes.
Okay, that's the first sentence, my abuser. I made like 30 or 40 reports that have never surfaced. They all disappeared for some reason. And then I keep hearing that there's not enough evidence, but each time I'm reporting it, it appears that the police department's covering for it. He says that you guys are taking bribes. But back to, I get distracted all the time reporting crimes. Back to that he says that he's about to escalate abuse, and I send it out to O. Garcia. And what he typically does is cut off my food supply and then access to my funds. And then someone stole my ID. And then I have a warrant from corruption. And then I'm trying to get that back, get that resolved. I don't know what to do because I was bullied for trying to report my daughter's abuse, and nobody will investigate it. That's what they concocted. They won't take the evidence that my daughter was reporting child abuse, and the police department repeatedly covered for that and other crimes happening to me. And they use that as a strategy to have something to hold over my head, and I can't get law enforcement to combat all these false reports, even from government officials. What do you suggest I do? You're a lieutenant?
He did come here, I believe, yesterday.
Are you a lieutenant?
No, I'm a corporal.
Oh, you're a corporal?
Yes.
Oh, that's even better, right?
No, that's below a lieutenant.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. So I don't know what to do because people don't do their mandatory reporting. And even though if they're covering for felonies, then they make them an accessory to felonies and then all kind of other crimes. But they've been doing it years. So I don't really feel like I'm safe to live here because people aren't getting accountability. If someone can cut off my card on a whim and then punish me and take my freedom, like you see on that paper when I was arrested in Dangerfield, and Dallas Police Headquarters threatened to take me to jail for reporting identity theft. And then everyone that's in my environment lets me sit and marinate, and then we pretend and they act and pretend like there's nothing that they can do, that law enforcement just can't be done. It's not in the cards for me. And it hasn't been for all these years. So it's something that I have to talk through to law enforcement behind the door to be safe. No citizen is safe having to endure that. To know that you have to live in a country and you have to lock up and close and hide dealing with law enforcement. And that's your life, and that's the lot that you're forced to live.
Why do you feel you have to hide from law enforcement?
I guess, do you have on the paper where they threatened to take me to jail for reporting identity theft and I was actually arrested? Let me give you my YouTube channel and then you can have a distinctive overview. It's Kiana, and it says at the very top of the paper that you have in your hand that my abuser says that he's going to escalate the abuse using the law enforcement. You don't see that for the first two sentences? You're not looking at the paper in your hand at all?
Yes, I am.
Okay, you don't see the first sentences saying that my abuser, his name, and that he says that he's going to escalate his abuse using law enforcement? You don't see that on the paper?
I see that abuse of the police department is enlisted in.
Right. So if my abuser's using law enforcement, do you understand now why I would be afraid and have to hide behind a door? I have 30-something, almost 30 false arrests.
All right, ma'am.
Some with assaults and arrests for trying to flee abuse. So can I have the report number?
Yes, ma'am. Let me get it for you.
Okay, thank you. They're actors. I'll never see law enforcement until something's done. Hey, sir, you already stalked me. I'm trying to record my interaction with her. Can you please get out of the
No,
shot?
I'm asking her about something else.
Okay, well, you can ask her about it when I'm done.
Okay.
You're interrupting my interaction with the police
didn't know.
department.
I didn't know.
And you already stalked me and haven't got a felony charge for that.
Okay, cool. Thank you, ma'am.
These gang stalkers are enlisted to watch, monitor, and interrupt. So they need a strategy to try to put me out of this environment. So if he interrupts and forces his way into my experience, they're actually in cahoots together. So he forces his way into my experience. Then they have an alibi that I recorded someone that had interrupted me trying to do a police report. It's happened years. Look at these videos, how people are repeatedly interrupting me reporting crimes and abuse. Yeah, I mean, can you explain why all my reports, the death threats and all these serious reports aren't being investigated? Can you slide it through the door? You're a corporal. Can you make sure that they're investigating these crimes and not being corrupt?
Yes, ma'am.
When will it be investigated? Because I've heard that from O. Garcia and it was never investigated.
How do you know it was never investigated?
No one has ever called me and I'm still experiencing the abuse. My car keeps declining in malice. And then I told dispatch that I didn't want the police coming out prior, and they were setting the stage to strategize to keep me from law enforcement. This is what my abuser does repeatedly over and over to get away with his abuse and crimes.
How is he controlling Cash App, declining your charges, your transactions?
We're deflecting on the fact that he's using the police department, and you're strategizing to keep me from reporting his abuse. He's doing it using government officials. He's enlisting them to use their strategies to commit crimes.
But we don't have access to Cash App. Like, we're not in control of Cash App.
Well, then maybe he's hacking it, and maybe if you could figure it out, if you investigated the cyber crimes reports I keep making.
All right, ma'am. I have the case number.
Okay, can you slide it through the door?
Slide it through the door?
Yes,
Slide it.
the crack. The crack.
Because it's kind of messy.
That's okay. Just slide it through the crack. You are refusing to do that, ma'am?
No, I'm not. I would not assume anything because you're on the other side of the door, so you can't see me. But I'm writing it down on a.
Oh, I thought you were done. I thought you said you had it ready. I'm sorry.
But it was messy. If you were listening, I'm rewriting.
I get bullied trying to do reports. That man is allowed to stalk me, and I can't get law enforcement. And then he's interrupting my report to you, and you ignored that. It would be on camera footage, ma'am. And stalking's a felony, but I can't report crimes to the police.
So here you go. It is, like I said, it's poor because it's in my notebook. But there you go, ma'am.
On the YouTube. So it's 20. You hid all your information, your badge number.
You have that already.
But I don't know why you don't follow policy and give me a card with your badge number, information, and report numbers.
I could give you a card with the report number if that's what you.
Yeah, I don't know why people don't follow protocol around me.
As long as I give you the number, that's.
My device is glitching and hiding. Okay, it went black. It does its own thing, but I'm being denied law enforcement.
Let me write it on a card for you.
I kind of think that these people are stalking me or in cahoots with government officials. So therefore, you guys cover for it. Because he came out and was threatening me and pretending like he was threatening somebody that wasn't there. When this guy came to pick me up and looked directly at me. And each time that someone's treating me like that, getting in the shower with me, in the bed, strangling me, that shouldn't have had access to where I was staying, I'm deprived of all law enforcement. And then all these locations somehow strategize to slander me with mental illness to cover for it. But it's all on camera footage.
Yes, this is
But I mean, it's being recorded, but 300 and something times of this insanity has been never investigated. Stalking's supposed to be a felony crime, ma'am. Are you reviewing the camera footage? My abuser says that this man is a stalker. I got an email stating that he's on his payroll. That's currently outside witnessing this experience right now.
All right, Ms. Clark, I'm gonna go handle your neighbor's issue.
So he has an issue at precisely the same time I have an issue. It's been a pattern.
This happens often when we're on a call, someone flags us down and has a separate issue entirely. And we
Sure. So, okay, ma'am. So, like the gang stalker, when the cars came from nowhere, the 4 cars when I was dressed up. So they enlisted the gang stalker to pathologically lie on me. That way they have an avenue to violate me and save themselves from any kind of consequences. So they set up a false report, therefore cover for all the false reports that they enforce civilians to make.